I don't think I don't think Shadow Demon beats LC Skywrath.
Okay. You just think as an LC Sky, you're going to be able to
Yeah, I
play.
mean,
You're not going to be putting yourself in positions where a disruption is going to save the target.
the save the save would be really good for the mid game and stuff. But my biggest concern is like the first 10 minutes of the game, because I think Bloodseeker cannot suffer a bad laning phase. I think he just doesn't recover well enough. He will recover better because he has a Magnus, but I still think that's a hero that inherently needs to play from ahead. It needs to have a good laning phase.
It's going to be tough. As you said now, versus the Legion Skywrath, what do you really pair with it? Because if you do an Undying, then you have an Undying Magnus possibly as your support duo, which doesn't seem too hype.
I like Alk or no, Alkspan. I also like OD for Evil Geniuses at some point. Like a 4th pick OD, I wouldn't mind.
Well, they ban out the Pugna, so they might be thinking about it. They take the Ogre.
Oh, yeah, I like it even more
hero
now with an Ogre pickup. Yeah.
And it's nice, right? As you talked about, when you pick this Magnus Bloodseeker first, you are kind of telegraphing what you have. You know they're not going to pick an OD probably, so you might just get it for free, one of your other picks. All right, so do you think that you have to pick your 5 here? Lane Dominator doesn't lose to those. Is there anyone besides Undying you can think of?
Is Kotl still off the menu, or?
I don't know. I never want to say Kotl's bad.
Sure, but if they haven't picked it by now,
why didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they might just pick it, but it's tough.
I will say I don't think Kotl beats Sky LC.
Yeah. But now they have the Shadow Demon you talked about. Probably doesn't.
So they've got that. So, but you say, Cap, you're still worried about making this safe space for the Bloodseeker at the start.
I'm still worried about that, but this could be a 3 Magnus, and they could be picking like Mirana or something here, and they might start off with a defensive tri-lane.
Which isn't a bad idea. As you said, you have to get Bloodseeker some sort of okay start.
Yeah, I think at least until he gets level 3, I think is where Bloodright starts becoming a big problem in the lane. I think Nyx is mega dope here.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at what all of these heroes, and Spike Carapace is going to trip them all up, pretty much. We're going to have spells throwing out that you're going to get clipped by. And
it's just like Magnus is such a ugh.
Yeah.
As a core, you don't feel good about it.
But as
a 4, it's not a playmaker.
Was it last game? EG banned out the Magnus in their first 3, right? Or was it? No, it was Adroit who banned it. So EG have not really shown how much they respect it. It's just been Adroit themselves being like, well, this hero is super strong. We've got to ban it first phase. Or, well, this hero is super strong. We've got to pick it first pick. So, yeah, they obviously feel there's a lot of value in that hero. And there's the hero that you wanted to see with it. Yeah. You're the one that you said were the strongest, but as you also said, Cap, you got the LC in this game, and you get a Blink Blade Mail. This PA is still very vulnerable, right?
Yeah, and she's good against Leshrac, but a Leshrac that's ahead, you can just as easily just start losing towers and get blown up by all that magic damage. They are also very early saying that this is going to be Bloodseeker mid.
Yes, no, you are right. Yeah, showing the PA now. So,
and I mean, that it's going to be Leshrac middle, right? So
yeah, I mean that's true. They knew that. So
does a PA do all right against a Lesh mid?
I don't think so.
I feel like you're sort of only going to be really relying on the daggers to CS, right? You step up to a wave, and suddenly you're taking a lot of damage from that Lesh.
I think it's real bad. So I think.
But you're never until you hit 6 and get lucky with the crits. You're never going to be able to do more damage than the Lesh that the Lesh is doing to you in that matchup.
Yeah, I think you got to watch out because Abed he might just have a real easy game middle.
But again, as we saw, last game, Mac, he knew the matchups. Yep. He felt strong. He picked Slark against the Ember, showed us how well he could play that matchup. I can't imagine he's going to necessarily pick something unless he feels confident enough with the fact that he's like, well, I've got a Magnus, so it doesn't really matter if the lane goes too badly because I will still have a good game. I'm going to have that in power. I'm going to catch up. I'm not going to try and pick a hero to necessarily win the lane because, hey, you know what? We did that last game and it didn't work out for us. We still lost. So we've got to sort of approach the game in a different manner and focus on other aspects of the game rather than just trying to sort of win that 1v1, when in reality, Abed last game was able to just out-farm and catch back up.
And I would say, I forgot, it is EG, so this could just be a carry Leshrac, right? I know Arteezy's
Yeah,
one of
that's
the few who
true.
still plays
Yeah.
it, so maybe they didn't know it was middle. Yeah. My apologies. And I think a Centaur, one of the most standard offlaners that gives you a way to get in, way to get out, not a terrible laner. Cat, as the offlane guy, how do you like it here?
Centaur was the only hero that came to mind to me for 3 positions left. Because I think you want something that is aggressive. Omni Knight's just kind of garbage here because of all the magic damage, so you're not going to feel good about that save hero. Oh, look, there's OD. Wowzers.
So it will be the Arteezy Leshrac, all right. And it's the OD you wanted. It sounds like...
I don't know how this matchup goes, by the way. OD versus Bloodseeker mid.
I feel it's...
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
It's probably OD favored.
I want to say, like, there has to be tricks. Obviously, Bloodseeker can guarantee with his W some range last hits, but obviously OD could just banish it. I don't know if there is some crazy tactics like that, but we'll have to see.
And if you're EG, do you want to try and get sort of a tri-lane going against the PA with this Leshin and sort of having the Ramses LC just farm solo against the box centaur, or do you sort of put Ramses still against the PA lane?
I think
how do you want to play it?
I think you do 2-1-2 as EG still, and you see, like, if you do get tri-lane, you can swap over, but it's a mag Shadow Demon PA tri-lane. You're not that, I guess you're scared of a put under plus a skewer back, which is tough, but what does a tri-lane really do to that anyways, I guess?
Yeah, the opening that Adroit has is that PA is, you can disjoint the Q and stuff, right, with your blur active? Can you do
the Q of who?
Right.
The OD? What?
No, the to dodge the Skywrath Mage bolts.
Yes.
You
got that a little bit.
Blur.
Yeah.
So he's got that, but one advantage that he really has is that Sky has no armor, and so you could just go on this guy. Yeah. The downside of that is you're going on the 4 position, who just resets and comes back to lane with full mana, and then just starts queuing you again.
Yeah.
Right?
No, and I think there's also the downside of this is a team on EG where they've got a couple of saves, right? OD can step across, put someone in a bubble if the PA is trying to commit on them. And also Ramses, he's going to be able to offer up a debuff and a heal to sort of get you away from the PA's advances. So they've got those ways to take them off the target. Sure, Adroit, they've got the big lockdowns, you know, maybe some great setups into who stomps, RPs will be there to hold down these squishy heroes that will die quickly. You know, if this PA gets a great timing on a Deso BKB with that Empower, you know, you're right, there's a few of EG's heroes that she'll rip through. But you're going to see, as I say, these 2 saving spells. You'll see EG picking up the Yule Scepters and stuff. That they're going to make life very hard for the PA to get those quick kills mid-game, even if she gets a good Deso timing.
What did they ban over OD?
Grant?
You guys remember?
I do. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I actually do. Give me let the brain. The hamsters are running in the wheels up
Wait,
there.
hang on. Open up the Twitch stream. We're on a delay.
Yeah, that's
quick,
right
quick. Quick, before the draft disappears.
God, I can't type right now.
Well, chat will be spamming it anyway. Chat, do not spam the wrong hero.
Oh God, there's an ad.
What is this advertising? Oh, that's pretty fun.
God damn it, BT.
Dude, how do I not know?
Company.
I should know this.
What was it? We're going to find out very, very soon.
Yeah, we will.
10 seconds left.
Until then, this Leshrac, he's playing in the bottom lane. Obviously, the safe lane, the Leshrac, paired up
Somebody
with an
said
Ogre.
you can't disjoint Sky Q.
I mean, Owen's obviously the safe lane player, so I digress and give all of my...
I'm going to have to say I'm going to test that in a lobby then.
Chat. Nobody's saying
Nobody's saying it. Listen, chat, come on. They don't even know. They don't even know. They weren't even watching. Chat.
Ooh, a little bit of script. You got to watch out for that skewer, obviously. You don't want to get put up on that hill. He'll just push him away. I like it. And that'll be a 2 for 2.
TA. Somebody said TA.
Yeah, that was correct.
One person. Do we believe?
No, it was correct.
No,
It was
someone
100
else said Pugna.
No.
Pugna
was banned in
put
second phase by the
I
other
remember that
team.
for sure.
All right, so
Yeah.
the Joy TV was just wrong.
No,
Come
TA
on.
is correct, 100%. I remember now. There's going to be a stun
Yeah,
coming
they
out.
banned Pugna because it made the OD better.
Yeah, we talked about
And they
that.
picked Leshrac. And they still picked out. Like,
they're not paying close enough attention.
I can't believe they gave them OD.
Seems like a very
well, let's see. You know, they obviously put a lot of they have a lot of belief in their Mac lineups. And you know, hey, who's to say if the game goes on like last game and they do get the space for this PA to just free farm with the Empower, maybe she does become this unkillable beast that can dish out a 2,000 damage crit.
Bottom. Bye.
So why is Boombox playing Mag in the PA lane? I thought they were gonna make Centaur solo at first.
Yeah, same. Instead, they just feed first. But he might die too. He's getting right-click down, fly, right-click after right-click. There's a lightning. There's a kill, and oh god, the crumbles.
This ain't a great start.
Meanwhile, you know what Boomy has done so far in this lane?
What's that?
He's fake skewered like 20 times. Because all he can do is skewer crit into the tower. That is like
your play. Yeah.
That is the upside of this lane. The downside is you do literally nothing.
Sounds like a pretty big downside, Cap, I would say.
Oh, hang on.
Another bottom lane.
Is he getting out this time?
Don't get him again. They're going.
Dude, Arteezy might die here.
There's a
Get the fifth stack?
He
got the
does.
fifth stack?
It's still not enough, I don't believe.
No, but it's low enough to force him back.
And maybe they could get enough stacks on fly. He's a little low. Top lane, Boomy.
That's a solo kill,
yeah,
by the
Crit
way.
was just sort of chasing him down.
He just bought double null talismans
Oh.
to the base, by the way, so he's going to come back.
And he even take damage from the Mag, because Mag is Magnus.
And Ramses is...
He doesn't do damage to you as a hero. I was like, oh, he's not going to wait the time? Oh, the Mag probably just never right-clicked him. I mean, we're laughing, but, I mean, the Mag, we talked about it. Mag's not a laner. That's real bad. Sure, you have Empower, you can fall back to the jungle, but you got to get levels, and right now, they're getting
And you've got to have a
lanes.
jungle to fall back to. You know, if EG sort of crushes it from the start, you're not going to have that space to get out and farm.
Yep.
Oh, he got the skewer!
Oh, that's what he's been looking for.
Is it enough? He is taking a... Wait.
Oh, it's enough.
It's enough.
There we go. That's what it's about. Boomy. The plan all along.
The 1% play.
And it works.
Again, the downside is...
You're a Mag.
Well, you're a Mag. Also, Skywrath is just going to come back with full health.
Full mana, full health, yeah, as you say.
He does do... he has to do the Walk of Shame, though.
He's the TP.
That's at least...
Oh, he got Legion at top. He skirted back in. Ramsey's dead.
Hey,
Holy shit.
Boomy.
Boomy's a genius.
Not a good laner. Who said that?
That
Not
was
me.
Who
Not
said
me.
that?
I
It
said,
wasn't
I'll
me.
be
said
honest.
that,
I'll
Boomy.
still hold to it.
I'll be honest. It was Cap.
Dude, Mag is a bad laner, but Boomy is a good laner, so Boomy's a god.
If he does it again,
Then it's...
he's a couple of seconds. Skewer's going to be there. Oh, he lost his carry, though. He lost his carry. But he got Ramsey. Oh, he's not.
There's creeps under the
yeah,
tower as well.
Ramses is going to turn and just start trading hits.
And like it, Ramses did go for the Orb of Venom. We see, I'd say like 50% of LCs. You're against two melee heroes. Why not? Yeah. So what about middle lane? We haven't talked too much about. 18-11 now on Abed going up against his Bloodseers.
Oh, look at
14-8.
Mag. Did you see that glyph? He popped glyph to make it so the imprisonment doesn't kill the 2 CS that Abed walked away from.
Yep, nice play, but then he gets a haster and he glyphs the creeps back himself. And gets silent. Okay.
I think they're right. You know, this lane, it's an incredibly hard lane to play, right? As the Bloodseeker, and he's getting a lot of CS out of it. You know, any time you're a melee hero against an OD, you're going to have a bad time in lane. But Mac, he's certainly making the best of it. He's doing a fantastic job in that 1v1.
And Arteezy, he just whips the stun right there. They should get fly. Another stun's going to fly out. There's poison. Is it enough to kill? It is not. Has a health potion.
Oh. Doesn't anymore.
He does
Bad
not.
health potion is gone.
It's a nice play. And that just means the Bloodseeker is going to be super strong now until that Ogre heals. Well, I guess not super. It's only level 1 thirst. Not too thirsty. Will be bounty runes. That's going to be 4 for bounty runes for Adroit.
Now Sumi is going to need a bit of help here. We'll turn with the dagger towards Crit. He's getting blocked up by Ramses. Jumps back in. Oh! They'll lose the PA, but Boomy will find the trade.
Yep, he'll get the solo kill. He's like, sweet. I'll take this. And the skewer under tower. There's no way this is a kill. He has level 2 press. He could actually... I thought he was going to die for the kill.
Yeah.
I think he might have been able to.
Yeah, he had. Well, the nuke was still on cooldown for a couple of seconds when.
No.
But yeah, if that nuke was there, that mag would have been very, very dead.
Pretty fast-paced game. 9 kills in 5 minutes.
I mean, I'm very impressed with how Mac's doing it. I think what you said at the start that you heard is absolutely right. You know, Mac against Arbed, he's been playing the matchups very well, and especially in this game, as in a situation where this is not an easy matchup to play. But Mac's, he's cruising. He's sure he's not winning it, but as a Bloodseeker against an OD, I think he's very happy. 32-12.
Definitely. There's going to be a dire scans the Ogre. He's only level 2, but the Centaur too scared. Wants to go to that shrine, but dang, he's going the real long way around.
Look at that big stack.
Oh, it's juicy.
They got some mag stacks going on here. But the danger is that EG does have heroes that can invade. There's like very few cores that can do it effectively. Gyro's one, Leshrac is another. So good at taking stacks away. Oh, Mac is just going to get dumpstered.
I'm going to have the TP in for Boomy. Oh, he's looking for his patented skewers into towers. He's not going to go for it. Fly is a bit of a tanky boy. Maybe with CML, they can try a bit of a go here. Disruption set up. Boomy can't really get in position to grab him backwards, though, and they'll let the Ogre walk. Let's see what top lane. Ramsey still continue to get uncontested farm. Natsumi struggling a little bit, but there's something to be said on the other side of the map, as both Natsumi and Arteezy on about similar CS at the moment in those safe lanes.
Arteezy getting close to 6, can jungle a little bit quicker with that. Obviously the PA with those stacks, right? The best thing is you're like, oh, there's no way anyone can take those Ancients. You pop Blur, they can't attack you, you can attack them. Pretty easy way of taking stacks. What level is our Empower? That's the question. It's level 2. Need more cleave. OD going treads plus triple null here. Gonna go Veil next. Pretty standard. Bottom lane, we're gonna see a put under. Centaur will get the stop. Is this a kill on Arteezy? It should be. It is. Nice job there, seeing that the supports are gone. And Fly's getting chased down right now by this PA. They're trying to invade. There's a rupture. Fly's just dead here, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Crit and better here, but you ain't getting a save. Yeah.
Dude, look at Bocarino min-maxing this kill on Arteezy because he's got the tower up.
Oh, now he's dead. Oh, no.
He really wanted to protect the siege wagon, and sometimes I totally get that. Yeah, you get this idea into your head, like it's so important to protect the siege wagon in an undefended push like that you just like max it too far and you end up dying.
Yep. And that's a pretty tough kill because you just gave 261 plus a lot of experience. Skyrath will be level 5 now. And it's a 1,000 gold lead, and you said it. Ramses is free farming. We're going to see a fight. There's going to be Boomy going down, and that's the thing. EG's farming all 3 lanes, and currently it's just PA farming the jungle and the other 3.
But it's a very stacked jungle. It's a lot of potential gold that Natsumi's getting to pick up here. He's going to look for another stack on these Ancients.
Watch out for the double Prowlers, though.
Does he get that stack? It should
see. He got the stack and he got the other camp.
Yeah, that is so much money here. And with the blur back up, he can farm this. Relatively safe. You just need to be careful of maybe EG wandering over there. We saw earlier, obviously, Fly trying to get in and sort of keep an eye on the situation.
He started at 770 gold before this.
Dude,
so
I want some straight up maths here, Grant, when we see the final number.
Okay. We can wait this
I want
out.
the exact increase.
Let's say 800 gold, just for tick.
Oh. Uh-oh. Look at the HP regen.
No! He's so close to killing them, but those little purple prowlers.
Dude, look at how much HP regen they have. They have 40.5 a second on those neutrals.
You got to kill the little ones.
Yeah. He actually can't anymore with Blur on cooldown.
No, they're back up to full HP.
I actually didn't know that all the prowlers stack.
Yeah, it's real good if you can.
You have to take out the small ones first.
Also, did you guys know that there's a debuff placed on them when they get stacked?
I did not, but I'm going to see a duel here. This might just be a kill on Centaur. No, they get the save, so he won't get the damage. Probably still going to go down, but they'll just right-click him, and now, CML getting run down by his Orb of Venom Legion commander.
I think that those Ancient Prowlers, they were the end of it for him. They can't kill those Ancients, and now he's just going to walk in. They can kill these Ancients. So they'll take away an extra bit of gold that was sitting there for Adroit and increase this lead already. 10 minutes in, it's going to be reaching towards the 5K lead for EG. All 3 cores at the top of the board.
Yep, and Ramses, he stole a lot of those. He is currently top of the net. I mean, when you see the top net worth, all 3 being the same team's cores, you know it's a little bit rough.
Especially this early as well. 10 minutes in, it's the game is still young.
It is. They need this, and the problem is, it feels like, I mean, CML is obviously the captain. It feels like he's putting a lot on himself, right? As a Shadow Demon 5, until the Centaur gets like a blink if he even goes it, he's like the only playmaker. And that's never good if you're the 5-position Shadow Demon.
Yeah, that's mag lineups.
Yeah, it is, exactly.
They just don't do anything at this point in the game because everyone just wants to hit neutral creeps with their Empower. This is what literally every USC's pub looks like, except for there's no Empower in those games. It's 2 cores farming up jungle nonstop while a 3rd core tries to collect some waves. And that is going to be Bocarino maybe giving away duel. Yeah, it's dual damage.
And he has a full Blade Mill already on Legion plus 500 gold, so he's got the build against that PA. They're going to push a tower. And so when do you think this like Empower lineup comes online? The Bloodseeker going BKB?
It's like 25 minutes.
We'll see, because the PA getting a little closer to death, so has one of the mithril hammers.
I mean, there's all. I always like to think, with a PA, doesn't matter if you're behind. If you get that deso, and you get a couple of crit, you probably need at least 2 or 3, I'd say, and then someone will die. Somebody will die. So they get fly out of position. Stampy's going to be used, so they'll try and catch down another. Won't quite be able to get on top of crit as the rest of them will back away. But yeah, if you get that deso timing, and you can find yourself in a situation where you can sort of, get on top of one of EG's members without the backup being there. The problem is, as we've seen in sort of this game and last game, EG has been incredibly good at playing as a team. You sort of look from 15 minutes onwards in that last game, they were never in a situation where someone was getting left behind, unless it was sort of like the 5. Fly was there. It was a death that they could happily allow and keep their game plan on a straight path. But for the most part, they don't leave cores going out alone from a certain point. When they realize they're ahead, they know how to make sure that they don't lose that advantage, EG.
To counter that point, though, I would say that PA needs RNG to be able to one-shot people.
Yeah, sure.
OD, meanwhile, does not need RNG to one-shot PA. If you look at PA's intelligence, it's very low. She has very low...
How much hint are we talking?
She has very low mana cost spells for a good reason. Her intel gain is terrible.
1.4 level. She's currently only at 37.
So how much damage was a Sanity's do, Grant?
Right now, let me do the math.
He's already got over 100 intelligence.
I would say well over 1,000 damage, Owen. And that could just be a straight-up lie. Who truly knows?
With a few hits with the Arcane Orb, yeah, I'll give you 1,000. Now, with the Veil. He's got the Veil. Yeah, okay, 1,000 damage, I could see it.
But the PA's about to die. Maybe not. Nice blink straight away, but not nice enough. Now they're just going to chase down his Centaur as well. Gets a stun, but attack is pressed. There's going to be another duel when Rupture goes up. They all get out of the silence except for Ramses. And, well, they're stuck in their base now at 14 minutes in. And that's the thing, right? You have this OD securing late game. You have a Leshrac and a Ramses on this Legion who can just push towers. I don't know where you make this plays because you're going to have an empowered PA and Bloodseeker, but they can't really leave their base.
Do you think Adroit would be in a better position right now if they first pick Cole?
Well, Owen, that's a pretty loaded question. A lot of ifs and buts, a lot of cherries and nuts, as Christmas says. But would you?
As Christmas says.
As my old Christmas says.
Didn't we look up this saying last time you tried to say it?
I mean, I'm not saying the saying. I'm just letting you know who says it.
Christmas.
Father
Christmas said it.
Oh, by the way.
Oh!
And they get him. They're going to get crit. Nice crits there. And he's getting close to the death zone, but guess who's moving forward? It's going to be the Boots of Travel Leshrac. They do get out of there. Nice usage of the ulti from Centaur. Oh yeah, Christmas is starting. I went to the store today. There's already the Christmas section up.
Oh no.
Get me out, man.
I love it. You guys don't, but what? How do you not? Dude, the best part was when I worked at Walmart was I got to control the boombox in the garden center because I was
did you?
And all I put on was the Trans-Siberian Orchestra 24/7, their Christmas music, and I loved it.
That's good stuff.
It was the same 7 songs, but I loved it.
Did you work the garden a lot?
Yeah, for 2 years straight.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was an outdoor garden man myself at Lowe's.
Yeah, I know. We talked about this.
Yeah.
I think you did know. You just forgot.
Yeah, I
you hate me or
forgot.
something. It's like a whatever.
Are you like an expert in sort of
Bad.
gardening fare and stuff?
Yeah, do you need help with your tulips?
What do I do to a tulip?
You want to trim it around the edge, obviously about a ½ centimeter around. I'm making this up, but it sounds good.
I don't know any flower that you trim around half a... What flower are you trimming the edges off of?
Trimming
My
the
tulip.
Well, you
No, I
know.
think you do trim the tulips, though. It sounds right.
Yeah, thank
The
you.
tulips need to be trimmed.
No. That's not, no.
Well, Abed just got a tower. He is very rich right now.
Incredible
This
stuff.
OD feels like, as you said, he can pretty much one-shot either of the cores at this point. Probably can with a couple of hits.
Also, it's not trim the tulips. It's tiptoe through the tulips.
Tiptoe.
Yeah, that's a saying.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure
Well,
what it means, but it means LC is going to be stuck underneath tier 3.
Oh, hey! They get the skewer back. Max put himself in a bit of a dangerous place, but Ramsey's down. It's a big kill. It's a Legion that was very, very farmed. And he's now gone, now putting an end to the
Artur.
push.
Kill
Artur,
Artur,
he's
yeah.
dead as well.
All right, just watch out.
Can they get more from this?
They're
They've got
gonna
TPs
try.
coming in. They're going to try and catch up Arbed. Bot.
They have a 4-staff. Oh, he didn't get over the cliff.
Oh,
with the RP.
me! He's landed it!
Oh, Bogarino, that wasn't the stop.
Oh, and that's the sound he's dropped. And now Boom. Oh,
Nice
Natsumi
leg stroke.
will
And the
live.
misses. He gets one, though.
Now get yourself back in there, Natsumi.
He might.
He wants to. And that was a defense without the Desolator done. If the Deso
I don't think
was
he's
done,
going Deso.
Oh, is he just going BKB?
He's going
I
BKB
don't
instead.
like
He's-
it. Surprisingly, yeah, they're going to try to dive. Will he get shadowing before he gets uphill? Maybe. Nope, Odie's silenced. All his damage is pretty much neutered. Wow. A very, very good fight there from Adroit.
That's a hold and a half.
Yeah, they get the Ramses, who's very, very farmed. They get Arteezy, who's just kind of ruptured as a Leshrac with boots of travel first. Well, where do you run after that? Nowhere.
I think Natsumi's choice of the BKB is like really smart. They were getting run over by this EG lineup. They couldn't really fight back until, you know, Ramses make that questionable duel play.
So what do you do with this B? Do you just go in then? Because it feels like last fight you just throwing daggers and it was pretty good.
I think it's a
Oh, he's just looking for this, but again, there's a
Skewer.
skewer back. Ramses is separated from the rest of the team. Will drop a duel, but he's going to
What?
end up giving away duel damage. A defensive disruption there from CML. They can turn for more. Demonic plays down with the stop, follow up bog. He's got the control. A save will be there from Arbed, keeping Arteezy alive, but they've already lost to EG. Arbed, he's trying to
Natsumi,
step in
can
for
you
the
kill
kill onto
Arteezy?
bot, but the BKB's popped. Natsumi committing onto the left track. Arteezy's dead.
kill.
The 3 gone, but Arbed and Fly, they are starting to clean up with the BKB wearing off on Natsumi.
Puts him under.
Arbed is free to go to work. Boomy
Screw him
will
away.
try and separate him, but
No.
Fly has the stun, blows up the PA. Arbed will
Jesus
clean up
Christ.
Boomy as well. As it looked like Adroit there were going to get a bit of a chance with that BKB on the PA, but they just couldn't kill enough heroes quick enough, right? Arbed just gets left ignored the whole fight as they try and
Literally
focus down the
ignored.
easier kills. BKB ends, and it's a free cleanup for the OD.
And I think this is what we kind of, I assume, what EG wanted after this TI, right? With this, like, draft, like, anyone can carry the game. We saw
Yeah.
Ramses was carrying it early game. He's now having a rough game, but look at Abed. As you said, not one person attacked him once. He was at 48 intelligence, still is. Didn't even have ulti. He just teed up on him because they were so focused on Arteezy and Ramses.
Can they catch him now? I mean, he was shown in that lane, sticking around a little long, but well, it's hard. He's
That'd be
already
a huge kill.
got himself far enough away with that Hurricane Pike push. Second BKB is now out and done, so at least for Mac, he can now sort of join the front lines and feel a whole lot less vulnerable against this heavy magic damage of EG. But again, it's how much they can get done during those BKB durations with the PA and the Bloodseeker. As soon as those end, if they haven't won the fight in that sort of 10 and obviously diminishing time scale seconds, it's going to turn south pretty quick.
Scary part for Adroit is the fact that they are building into really early game, right? Double early BKBs. and they're not winning fights against EG. Meanwhile, EG, they haven't built themselves a single BKB yet. They've gone all very, like, a little bit greedy items. They've gone for a bit of luxury. You know, we're going to see Abed go for Shivas before he goes for BKB. Feels that's a requirement. We have a Hand of Midas on Fly. He was able to pick that up. Like, these guys are not going to fall off anytime soon. Meanwhile, Adroit's BKB's durations are just going to get lower and lower as time goes on. So I need Adroit to make, like, a convincing team fight win in this next one. I need them to actually take some map control for themselves because they are running out of neutrals to farm with this Empower lineup.
And this is their second smoke in about a minute here. They didn't get anything out of that last one. They did it to try to get the 20-minute runes, but they're just going to sit behind the Centaur now, hope something happens.
It is scary, though, because Sanity's Eclipse is back online. If there's another fight where Arbeg gets ignored, he's going to be able to turn and blow them up after the BKB's finish.
Yeah, level 4 Bloodlusted OD. Have fun.
How is that a talent okay, by the way? This completely imbalanced level 10 Skywrath Mage. You have 20 movement speed.
Hell yeah.
30% experience gain. How is the experience gain number bigger than the movement speed number? Like, what? That's not okay.
It is not. Cap, I agree with you.
You know, what madman is ever going 20 movement speed?
Some guy who wants to fly. Oh, he is using the Crimson Wings, by the way, the red ones.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
that's another expensive.
Oh, it was a gift. Nah, he doesn't get the compliments.
Who gave it to him?
I'm not sure.
It doesn't say.
It does, but I have no clue.
Who is it? How do you pronounce that?
3420. I have no clue.
GG.
That is not a name.
Those are cool because they throw out the red bolts as well. And well, Hatsumi, he is getting close now to the Deso. So BKB Deso is going to be up in about 23 minutes. Level 16 as well. Pretty much this next fight that you take, if your PA does die, you might just be done. It's very similar to the last game.
The Deso's nearly there. 100 gold. Deso BKB plus Empower.
They're looking for this mag. No mana. Will get away. Has a full Vlad's Blink, actually, on this Magnus.
I mean, we saw last fight. He was able to hit nice RP. Unfortunately, they didn't have Box sort of in the position to the follow-up Who Stomp. But there is that potential. If EG push up and get caught out by a great RP skew onto the high ground, they will have the damage to kill those heroes very easily during the RP duration. Or at least one of them, right? There's going to be some saves. But if they get either the OD or the LC, suddenly one of those big saves is taken away from EG's toolset, and you are going to see the PA get the kills.
It seems EG, they're just fine farming up this jungle. Meanwhile, Dire, they're kind of stuck to their own triangle in like this middle base area-ish. They don't really want to push out into their own jungle because neither team has wards up there. We'll see if they want to do Roche. Obviously, Adroit, they take Roche very quick with the Deso PA. EG, not the quickest.
Okay, the smoke needs to succeed for Adroit. And I think Natsumi running down river with the smoke is never a good idea. Don't play the low ground with your smoke.
Oh, here we go.
Nice
skewer set up straight into the blood. Right, will put the blade mail, gets himself away though. Ramses will not die.
Wow.
That He's so fast.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's bloodlust, man.
Move speed by 14% with the phase boots and the casual wind lights. We've seen more and more people go for it. Speedy young man, but they are going to Roche. I like this. If you can get it with the PA, they have to know something's up. And guess what? Arteezy won't be at the fight immediately. He just boots back home, and now will TP back to the shrine. And we might have a fight going Fly. Will he go in tanky style?
It's all about when Adroit use the BKBs. They're going to use them now. The duel's there, but only the BKB's out. They cannot kill the PA. They jump across for another. They found Fly as well. 2 heroes down already. Now Abed's going to be the focus. Mac trying to go when he got the BKB, but he has no damage. Abed taking nothing there with the armor that he's built up for that plate man. Now he can turn Sanity's dropped down as well as the odds. They'll nuke out the Bloodseeker and force them away from the pit.
Are they just going to get this?
They still have the RP. They can get in there somehow, but they're not going to be able to find their timing. EG will be able to walk forward, claim the Roche for themselves. Again, Adroit trying to their best to fight with the BKBs. They do get 2 kills, but a buyback from Ramses and still losing the Roshan. And of course, each and every time those BKBs getting shorter in duration, the game gets harder for Adroit.
That looked like it was another fight. Like the last 2 or 3 fights have looked so good for Adroit, but they're only like trading 2 for 1. And it's not even the heroes they need to get. As we see, Abed's just teeing off over and over again.
Yeah.
He's doing whatever he wants.
Part of the reason Ramses plays so aggressively is that he needs to force out the BKBs and direct their attention away from Abed and Arteezy. Abed and Arteezy just have to wait. They have to just kite the BKBs or just wait them out before they can even show. But once they do show, they're going to make a big splash. I mean, Abed has like over 100 intelligence over this PA.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's going to nuke him really hard.
That
damage multiplier has now gone up to 11.5.
Oh boy. And we saw then as well that, but you know, Mac, he's like, hey, I'm in power. Maybe we can do some damage to this OD, but no, because Abed's so farmed, with the Shiva's Guard in the Veil, he has 36 armor. Like the physical damage is not really doing a whole lot to him. Even if the PA's on him with crits, he's going to need a lot of them to kill this OD right now. He's incredibly tanky, Abed.
You're talking about like a 1,200, 1,300 damage nuke on this PA. And Bloodseeker is not that much better.
Yeah.
Right? He also does not
dumb.
have amazing intelligence gain. 1.7 per level.
Oh, possible fight. They look for this Magnus early. Will get saved for now. They pop the pipe.
Box trying to jump in on this. Ramses is going to be able to catch out the PA. Astral will be used to make sure that Ramses doesn't lose another duel, because Natsumi did get the BKB out in time, but now they'll turn. The crits are out. They get the 2 of them. They've taken the Aegis out of Arteezy. A buyback comes out from Bog, as he wants to try and keep this fight going in Adroit's favor, but EG, they're the ones to chase on forward. CML caught in the trees. A TP attempted by Natsumi, but they'll find him with the water on the cliff, still able to jump across towards Mac, trying his best to use the blur to get away, but he has no BKB to rely on now. Natsumi will fall. Double kill for Arteezy. It's going to Adroit. They keep trying to take these fights this time around. The problem being the Aegis was there. Boomy does get the grab.
Nice
though. Arteezy, he's under the towers. They grabbed him back. He's dead and gone. And now Ahmed, he tries to step forward to save him. He's going to turn, set up there with the disruption bot, trying to get a position.
Ahmed's got the hammer.
Drop. Takes them all out of the game. Triple kill for Abed. Boomy's trying to go at it, but Abed, he just has so much in.
Give him the real.
He's not going to get it, but he cleans up 4 nonetheless. The buybacks are coming out, but there's 3 heroes dead without buyback on Adroit. As Abed, he's just unkillable, and he's making this OD game look very, very easy. 9-0-8. He's had no problems at all.
And I love, as you said, it's funny, right? Because on VP it felt Ramses was kind of greedy. This game, he's literally just giving up his life for the BKB charge you said.
No, yeah.
He's just going in.
Whoa! Okay, there's no PA. There's a BKB Bloodseeker.
Oh, the Rupture with the 4-step killed him.
All right. He's going to get fly as well by the looks of it. Underneath the towers as well. He's going to get the kill on Arteezy.
Chase him down. Oh.
That's a dieback from Arteezy.
Okay, there's still a little bit of hope here for Adroit.
Dude, Boomy's actually playing so well now. We were kind of mean for like the first minute, and he's just like, he's actually just keeping him in this game single-handedly.
He's had so many fight-winning skewers.
Whoa.
And it still hasn't been enough.
There's still that hope, I think, for Adroit. They may be 18k down, but we've seen the RPs and a good bit of smacking from this Bloodseeker and the PA. These heroes do still die. The OD, of course, still the big problem. I think they were very lucky that they were able to get Abed there in that situation. I guess he didn't quite expect that jump from Boomy, so he's being a little overconfident, standing on the high ground with his health being as low as it was.
I want to go back to Ramses' play. Think about like the tree that happens there. If he starts a fight on PA, win or lose, it's great, right? You either catch him before he BKBs, he's going to get blown up by Skywrath Mage and Lesha. Or he has to pop BKB on a duel, in which case he's wasting most of his duel time during that. He may still crit himself on the Blade Mail, which you're not going to kill the PA off of it, but you're at least going to do some damage. And that just leads free fights for Abed and Arteezy to play around.
Yeah, last time the OD just put the LC under immediately. Like the BKB duel just put him under, like, well, guess what? You're standing there BKB, no cares.
The worst possible thing that could happen is you force a BKB usage and waste almost all of its timing. Once it gets down to 5 seconds, that's pretty much the whole BKB. The best thing, you're saved by you instantly kill a PA because you catch him before he BKBs, or you're saved by your OD, in which case you just wasted a BKB for free. There's like only winning with this, even though it looks a little silly and Ramsey's like gets blown up and like Ramsey understands that like this is not his game to shine. Yeah. It's literally just him forcing fights for the good of his team.
He will have a Heaven's Halberd very shortly. The rest of Dire, they're all kind of just 5 sticking around the PA, BKB, Desolator, and going for an Eye of Scotty. Are you surprised? More survivability, not that glass cannon PA.
Gives him that imp, right?
True. Yeah. I guess you need
gives him a little bit of imp.
Yeah.
It's
it feels like
nice.
you almost just have, I don't know.
I mean, like the Scotty slow it's going to help against sort of those hits coming out.
Yeah.
Get that attack speed slow down.
I remember when Scotty was just flamed by everyone. It was who like Hani was the only one picking it up, but now Scotty's picked up on every single carry hero. Oh, sure. He's gone. See you later, says Crit. Link, Rod of Atos, Brown Boots. Now we're watching Leshrac going for the BKB. Has it in about 1,500.
All right, they've got Scythe. OD is resting at 200 mana. And his Sanity's Eclipse is 14 times with the intelligence when you ult over it.
Yeah. Uh-oh, and there's going to be, the put under only steals 1 amount. Damn. Oh. I guess you almost have to, right? At this point, I don't know.
How low is his BKB duration anyway?
I think it's
is it down
that
all the
was
way
7
now?
or 6. That was his 7, so it's 6. You're just nervous, right? I think he knows he doesn't have buyback, so if he does get caught, they just lose a full another set of racks. They're holding, though. It is a 20,000 gold lead for EG right now, smoked up again.
But they're still holding on, Adroit.
They are.
20k down, and they've still been able to pull off some defenses.
Too.
Yeah.
Scotty's all around.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker has one too. I didn't see that coming.
I think you're right. Just cancel out some of the intelligence he has.
I think the big factor is just to still look towards the old Boomster to get the big old RPs and plays with the skewers as he has been doing so. Again, still very impressively so in that last hold on the mid lane when 3 of his teammates were down. Boomy didn't care. He was in.
Whoa,
he was making the whole happen.
Marquise just runs into a Centaur. Is this going to be free? He's going to time the stun, and that's a duel, and that's going to be a 1 duel. Ramsey
doesn't have buyback either.
Yeah, that was...
What was he doing in the jungle?
He was kind of just hiding. I'm not really sure. There's going to be an Atos going out as well. Will they find the PA? Oh, they get the instant silence.
Boomy didn't get a chance to pop a single spell off.
Oh, dear.
CML will have some save there for Natsumi with the disruption. Natsumi having to pop the BKB to get himself back to the high ground. Oh, it's easy. He's trying to think to fight now. He knows that disruption's been used. BKB's been popped as well, so PA cannot help out the Shadow Demon. Seeing an opening there, Artur, and making sure to make the most of it. Waves pushing in. As EG back on form to claim more at the base of Adroit. 20 seconds before Mag's back, and they can hope for some sort of RP hold. Until that point, they'll just have to watch their base fall.
To be expected. You lose one fight, and when you're 20k behind, doesn't matter the heroes, but if it's an OD Skyrat, they will just take your buildings.
Crit went the Crit didn't go the global concussive shot.
I saw, yeah.
He went the 15% magic resistance reduction, Ancient Seal, which means it now does 60% increased magic damage. Which, again, when you have an OD who's capable of doing like 1,500 damage or something like that to some of these heroes.
Well, especially now that the OD's got the Hex and now that also the BKBs are getting low. It's a game where BKBs were picked up early, so the chances that Crit is going to find himself in fights where he's getting the Ancient Seal out, there's no BKB, it's increasing, so he's going to get a lot of value out of that skin.
I do disagree with Scotty. I don't think you're going to get one shot by
on both
OD.
of the heroes.
It doesn't matter. I mean, Bloodseeker can go for it, whatever.
Okay.
But they needed Basher on PA.
You needed a way to burst.
Well, they're in.
Yeah.
If they're trying, the Rupture's down onto Arbed. Definitely the harder target to go for. They're going to go in there straight away. Max going to be hexed up, but the BKB's out. Natsumi's on top of Arbed. Arbed is dead. Instant buyback from the OD as Arbed wants to get back in and punish Adroit whilst these BKBs are not available. The duel's there from Ramses. He's locked him down. The PA's in trouble. There's the Sanity's out of the game. Natsumi goes dead for 75. No buyback available on the PA. Now EG can just look for the cleanup. Mac will pop his BKB. He's trying to take that at least Artesia.
Nice.
Will find the Lesh, but another buyback is there. A luxury that this Bloodseeker will not have himself. Dead for a couple of minutes. EG's got everyone back in the game with those buybacks. They can now look to push on and try and go for more. Actually, I said that. He just got the buyback back available again. So he's still in, and they didn't use RP, so if they can hold for 30 seconds, they will have a jump play from Boomy. But in that 30 seconds, they'll lose the third set of racks, maybe even more. An attempt there from Bok to slow things down a little bit, but he'll fall, and EG can look to continue to clean up this game too, as it looks to be.
Yep, and you got the 25 less reg with the Edict Town. Your buildings are officially melted.
The attack speed talent as well, and the Ogre.
Oh,
Abed's attacking
Hell
so
yeah.
fast,
Here we go,
and he
Boomy.
keeps that
It's
intelligence
here we go.
forever.
If he can RP and skewer all
Okay.
5 of them.
And the creeps that are
Here
hitting the
we-
base.
He died.
And he goes down and wait, it's not over yet. And now it's over. Yeah, that was...
I mean, that was a bit of a beating by EG there. Head for the whole game.
I think it was very similar to game 1 where they tried to play the same strategy as more... I mean, you're picking a Bloodseeker because you want to play more fast-paced, you're comfortable with it. But when it fails to get these kills and you have to go first item BKB, we saw it, right? He had a 5-second BKB near the end. And when you're 5-second BKB'd against an OD who's already almost godlike, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, because there's just no way that you're ever going to be able to kill the OD in that 5 second.
And then
duration.
you're going to lose all your in.
It's
He's going to have a
very
sheep
hard.
stick.
Yeah.
I think this draft, it's interesting too, Greg, because I think most people would say the EG squad changed quite a bit, right? You bring on Ramses, Abed, you get rid of S4 and Sumail, but they're drafts, right? You've got Bulba, you've got Fly, still extremely similar to what they were doing last season. So I don't know. We'll see if other teams can maybe punish it a bit more. I don't know.
My biggest disappointment is that I went into the conclusion of that game 1 being hopeful about Adroit. Yeah. And then I felt like their drafting was worse.
In game 2?
Right, yeah. It like they telegraphed some stuff really heavily, which I'm never a big fan of, with, the first pick Mag. But, like, okay, that's fine. But then you let them have OD. Like, I called OD from, like
second or third pick.
Second or third phase. They picked Ogre. It becomes a better OD game.
They banned the Pugna themselves, giving it away a little. Yeah.
They go into the last pick. They still get OD. Like, that's concerning to me. TA would have been strong, sure. But I think OD just makes that unplayable.
Counters
for
everyone in the game.
Yeah, like you just, if you have to pop BKB because you're afraid of getting hit by 1,000 damage, like, you're not going to have much of a game to play on PA and Bloodseeker. I felt like their lanes were pretty suspect. Last game, their lanes actually went like pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
They had the Slark last pick up against the Ember Spirit went quite well. I think one of their side lanes went fine. So it's just, this game was just disappointing to watch after I thought like game 1 was.
They showed signs of, hey.
Yeah, they weren't totally outclassed, I felt like. It was just like, 10% that EG was just playing better than you and drafting maybe a little bit better than you, and eventually that took over. This game felt like there was a world of difference between the two teams.
So, I mean, in terms of that series, obviously, great news for EG fans who are waiting to see, how they brought their performance from the qualifiers to a LAN situation, but also for Adroit fans, you got to look at that series and say, well, look, it was their first series here at the major. You're playing against EG. Yeah. You can't feel too beat up by it, right? You're going to be able to sort of pick yourselves up and go, well, you know what, EG, they're looking like they're on form. Let's just look towards our next opponents. We can clean up our act a little bit. We have got a lot of, they have got potential. As we said, from watching the start of that game 1, if they win the lanes, which I think they will do against some of the other teams here easily, if they give that same sort of level of performance they did in game 1 in the first 10 minutes against a lot of the other teams here, the game won't be even. They're going to be ahead. They're going to crush those 3 lanes against some teams.
And honestly, no matter, I think the biggest thing I've learned this season already is when we were at Dream League watching, all it matters is clicking your buttons right in team fights. Demon Slayers went through They went through Liquid. They went through NIP. These are top-tier teams, and they were winning. And I literally asked them, and they're just like, oh, we're just clicking our team fight buttons better. Like, all you have to do sometimes is click your buttons better, my friend.
That's
it's
Dota
tough.
too. Yeah.
So if you didn't see what happened, EG 2-0's Adroit. They will now wait for the winner between Liquid and Aster.
Do you want to give us spoilers? Do you want to give us an update on the
Yeah.
Liquid Aster situation?
We're over to Stats Man.
Yep.
Cap.
So
What do
we've
we
got Liquid, who do manage to win game 1.
Oh.
It is 7.5 minutes into game 2, and Liquid have drafted Vengeful Spirit and Mars, which is pretty interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you were telling me about how you like the Venge Cottle combo, keeping people under it. I guess same thing to be said. What, keeping them in an arena, getting them in it?
Yeah, pulling them into an arena. That sounds kind of good. Then on the other group, we have J-Storm versus Gambit, who are currently tied up 1-1. Game 3 just started with the draft first pick about to happen. And then IG took their first game against Beast Coast, and they are in the middle of game 2. It's 30 minutes in, and there's only 1K gold lead for IG.
I mean, look at that Lifestealer's farm. He's having a great game. That could be a Beast Coast win there. Actually, well, the Lifestealer has just died. Maybe not.
Yeah, but
Maybe
you never know, Owen. All
Probably
it takes is
then.
one good fight. So there are 3 other games going on. I believe we are going to be taking a little bit longer break. I could just be a straight-up liar. Who truly will ever know that? But for now, we're going to take a break. When we get back, EG versus the winner of Liquid versus Aster. We'll see you soon.